So this duck is dry aged for a week after it's already been stuffed with sausage, then it's roasted, then it's deboned, and then it's served with lettuce. What more do you want?
So these are Long Island Peking ducks. Traditionally, when you break a duck, cut here.
Right. Yeah.
But because we're going to be stuffing this with sausage, what's really important is we need extra skin.
That is some beautiful cutting.
We're going to blanch them really lightly, usually about 10-15 seconds, then shock them. This is going to help firm up the skin, get the skin sort of really dry, taut, and it's not going to cook it. It's just going to, get the fat a little loose.
You can see the difference.
Yeah, you just see this.
It's immediate, yeah.
So now that the ducks are blanched and we have the glaze working, we're going to bring them back over here, and then we'll start stuffing.
How many of these do you sell a night?
We pretty much always cap it at about 3 or 4.
Okay.
We just don't have the space to age, because then at that point, if we're just trying to sell them, they're not going to age as long and they're not going to be the best product possible.
Totally.
And that's just not what we're going to do.
Yeah.
So you guys want to take a hand at it?
How harshly are you going to judge us on this sausage stuffing? The last thing I want to do is up a duck.
You just kind of want to make sure you get it close to an even amount all the way to the back.
Pretty even, Matt.
It's pretty even. It's pretty even. So then, basically, these guys, once they're glazed, they're going to go into the fridge for at least a week. And then a week later, they look like this. So shrunken down, a little bit tighter, definitely a little bit darker, pretty firm.
Nice. Yeah. No pressure, Max. No pressure. The rendering of the duck fat is a process kind of unto itself. That unlike any other animal, really, you really have to focus in on it.
We've got a good render, but we still have a little fat, which is the difference that we want. I'm just gonna season this rice with the sauce. This is honestly probably the best part. When people get down to it, they're like, oh, that's what I want. Rice, duck fat, shallots,
all the crispy
skin, sausage.
Glad I ate a small dinner and no breakfast. Man.
I don't think I could send this back. Yeah.
You guys have had this a lot. I kind of want to see how you guys put together a bite.
I'll usually take a piece of the bread. I like to do lettuce on top because it kind of acts as a defense from getting the bread soggy and keeps everything together. Take maybe a slice or two. You gotta get in and get some rice.
Gotta get the rice.
Right.
Kimchi, because it adds a little bit of texture to it. I do a lot. Honestly, I add a lot to it. I do a little of the barbecue because it adds a little bit of heat, and then I hoisin for the sweetness. So I feel like this is I've got texture, I've got spice, I've got acid, and then I'll just kind of roll it up.
Okay, I'm ready.
All right.
Just to call out, the breast looks amazing with the sausage. It's homogeneous and it's just gorgeous. You can see the crispy skin on the outside.
There you go. That's a bite.
Holy yeah, holy I could eat this whole thing. This is amazing.
Okay, fine.
There's the one thing you need is you're gonna need a lot of napkins.
I think what's so awesome too is it really shows the versatility of a duck, because when a customer comes in the butcher shop and wants a whole duck, they're like, well, what do I do with it? You're like, dude, you should have been reading a book for a week before you came in to get this, because your brain's gonna explode once you understand that you're gonna be able to feed your family from this duck over the next week. You have so much fat, you can stretch it so far that just the breast is the nice little treat at the end, and using the rest of it, really pays homage to using the whole animal. It's so cool.